So coming back to point number 3 of the checkpoints for preparing the data for pivot table, where we said that we need to check the formatting and the form of the data in some of the important columns which we are going to use for pivot table block or pivot table fields. Now, what exactly do I mean by that? One is the correct format of the cells, and second is the data being in correct form. At the end of the session, you will understand the difference between these 2 points, and for that we are considering these 2 columns. One is month column and second is invoice number column. I have taken examples of few data present in these 2 columns and brought it over here for explanation purpose. Let's first consider the month column. This is the form in which data is present in our main data sheet to represent the month column. This is a bit weird, but this is how it is. Let me zoom in. So it begins with a number which runs from 1 to 12, corresponding to Jan, Feb, March, and so on, followed by a space and a 3-character month name and a 2-digit year representation. So this is how the month is represented in our data sheet. While we are on the topic of representing month and having it as a pivot table field, let's consider the other possible forms in which the month can be represented. I have created one small range which has these details. So let's consider the second option of month, in which you simply have a 3-character month name. The third option could be, let's say your financial year begins from April till March, and these are the months. So April 2017 till March 2018. So your months would be represented like this. And finally, the last option would be simply having just a number from 1 to 12. What I did is I have created a pivot table using this small range, and let's see the effect of various forms of month and how it gets organized in the pivot table. So here is that pivot table. For our quick reference, I have replicated that data over here. I'm going to click in. Don't bother about how this is created at the moment. We will learn about it soon, but let's see the effect of how it gets organized when the data is in different form. So let's first have a look at the original data form, and we will put that here. And this is how it got organized. So the first month is Jan, then October, November, December, then Feb, March, and so on. So the organization of data, or in other words, sorting of data, was not appropriate, or in fact, it was not correct. Let's look at the second option. So I'm going to drag this block away and bring in M2 here. This seems to be working fine. This is okay. Sometimes even this can create problem if it considers this as a text. Let's look at M3 form, which is this. And you do have a problem here. It is April, August, December. So it has organized itself in alphabetical order. And finally, we will consider M4. And this is likely to be okay because these are numbers and they will obviously fall in place in correct sorting order. So it is very important to understand how your data is represented and how Excel is going to treat it when it gets into pivot table and it gets sorted. So in this particular case, since our data is in this manner, we need to work on it and convert it in the best possible form, which is the number form. And we'll see how to do that.